Happy Valentine's Day. So today I'm coming in to do a fun little tutorial using this die. I apologize, I didn't have it out. This is by ZFparty store, and this is a little Mem Dex Purse. And actually I didn't put the Mem Dex card on the back because this one is my own, and I decided I don't want it as a Mem Dex. But I joined a swap and I thought, okay, this is super cute to use. And I did create the strap, so it doesn't come with a strap, but this was just so simple. In my tutorial, I'll show you how to do this. I use some gemstones from Michael's. I use these little flat back pearls that I got from my friend. And also, I just love the inside. Oh, and then I was super excited to find the little round, I don't know what you call these, little Velcro things from the Dollar Tree. So I was happy about that. So that was the first time I'd seen them at my particular Dollar Tree. Of course, you know, I live in the country in the middle of nowhere. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started with this tutorial. I hope you like it. And if you could comment and like and subscribe, I'd love to hear from you. So anyway, guys, stay tuned for the tutorial next. Okay guys, let me show you the pieces that you're going to need to make this. So I am not making mine the Mem Dex. I apologize for the crunching noise. But I'm not making mine a Mem Dex. But this would be a really cool 3D Mem Dex if you wanted it to be. Or at least I don't think I am. I need to look back at the swap that I'm doing. It might be a 3D Mem Dex. I'm not sure. But anyway, I'll put that to the side for now. And then you'll get two pieces. These are two different sizes. So you have your outer layer and then you have your pattern layer. Okay. But let me show you something really quick. So with this one, I actually cut out the larger one 4 times with the white cardstock. So this is a 110-pound cardstock. I want to make it really heavy duty. So I want to go ahead and layer them together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stack these two together, and then, oops, apparently I have an extra one. That's okay. I always cut out extra pieces because, you know, sometimes I make boo-boos, and well, let me use this one. Let me throw that one away. That one looks kind of crazy. Okay. Oh no, that is the right size. Oops, whoops, my bad. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so basically I'm going to stack these two together, okay, for the outer edge of my purse, all right? So this is now going to be pretty thick, if you can hear that. And then you're also going to need one piece like this. This is actually the bottom layer of your purse. You're also going to need this one. Now, this is really completely up to you if you want to do it twice. I did do it twice, and I'm going to show you how and why I'm doing it twice. But anyway, so I did it one with the white paper and then one with a pattern cardstock. Again, that makes it super strong. So let me put that to the side real quick. Let's see what else. So that would be this one and this one, right? So the bottom, the top. And then this one, you get one of these, but you're going to want to go ahead and cut this out twice for each purse, okay? Then you have this one right here. I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. I cut it out actually twice, right? But then I'm also going to cut it out one more time in a pattern color, or I may use another solid color, okay? But that's just to make my straps extra strong because I'm going to be using some clasps, and I want to make sure that it doesn't tear the paper, okay? So I definitely want those to be strong. And then you have these 3 pieces right here, right? These are, again, layering pieces, but I went ahead and cut them out in white as well, so I can go ahead and make my sides just as strong, okay? And then I also cut it out in the pattern paper, right? So I made 3 of them, 2 for the sides and 1 for the bottom. I am not really sure. I'm thinking these might be the same size, and maybe that's why that was done that way, but I don't think I knew that at the time. I thought they were a little bit slightly different, but I could be wrong. Anyway, So you really just need 2 of the longer ones and then 1 of the shorter ones for the bottom. Okay, so this is kind of what I've got so far. I have 3 of these made. And so you see here's your inside. Of course, you could put pattern on the inside as well if you wanted to. I decided to do it plain. Oh, and I forgot to mention, wait, So these smaller ones will actually be put inside, okay, to cover up your little edge. Again, you don't have to do that, but then again, it just makes it super strong. So, you know, it really just depends on what you like. So let's go ahead and get started on putting this together, okay? Okay, so my first little hint is, okay, when you're putting this together, go ahead and flip these to the inside, and we're going to go ahead and add 2 pieces of tape on the flat edge, or as you know, I use both glue and tape when it comes to a lot of my projects. So I'm just going to do that really quick. All right. Let me burnish it in. Then I can go ahead and remove the backing and then get my glue. And the reason why I say to do it this way, okay, is to start off with this is because you'll forget and you'll put the tape on the wrong end, and that's what I did. So I'm just trying to help you guys out by hopefully you won't make the same mistakes I did, okay? So this way you don't get your tape on the wrong edge, all right? I'm just going to burnish these in, and I'm going to flip them over. I'm going to get out my tape again. This is 1/8 inch tape. That's all you need because this is a pretty tiny edge. I did use 110 pound cardstock, and that is to prevent it from cracking. If you use heavier cardstock sometimes, and what I mean by cracking is I mean these little pieces right here, okay, where the little dotted line is. If the heavier it is, the more it's going to break, and that's only because they layer the paper, all right? When they are making it, okay? It's kind of like a little layering process, and so sometimes it'll lift or crack, especially if you are using pattern paper. You'll notice that it's like 2 pieces of paper stuck together, right? So you'll see the pattern lifting. So anyway, let's just go ahead and trim off any excess that we have of the tape, so that way it is not in the way. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and grab this piece, right? So you're going to want to go ahead and tape your outer edge on this one, right? So not the inside, the outside. Okay. And again, you're going to burnish that, all right? And now you can go ahead and fold on your lines. And I'm just going to bring mine down here. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Okay, and this is where the outer edge of your purse is going to be, right? I'm going to put this aside real quick. I'm going to go ahead and glue these together and get that out of the way. Now remember, you don't have to do this. If you don't want it as heavy, you can just do it with the pattern paper instead. I used a bit much glue there, but that's okay. First of all, I'm going to do that. Wipe off any excess that's oozing out. And then burnish it and get rid of any glue wrinkles because I did make it pretty heavy. Okay. All right, so now we have those, all right. Now, this is the kind of trick I want you to do. I want you to grab your bone folder, not like this one because it's not going to work with this one. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to go from the outside, and right up here at the top where this little edge is, I want you to go ahead and kind of make a little curl, right? And this is to help you when you're putting this together. Then you're going to flip it over and then curl downwards. So we have upwards and downwards. Then you're going to do the same thing on this side, right? So upwards and downwards, right? And that is to help you with that little edge there. Then you're going to go ahead, all right? Now it's actually shaped that way a little bit. So you can go ahead and fold this over, right? Get that edge ready. Okay. All right, so now we have this, okay, and then we have our outer edge. So just remember that your tape is going to be on the outer edge right here. So here and here, and then we're going to flip this around and do the same thing, right? So we're going to want to attach these two together. Oops, let me use a little glue. And I'm just going to line it up from edge to edge. Don't cover over that line completely. I mean, just like a smidge, if you know what I mean. Burnish it in really well. Turn it around. I'm going to wipe up that excess glue because I don't want it to get all over my paper and have it accidentally stick to the board. And again, I'm going to do the same thing. Oops. Okay, so it should look something like this, all right? So we've got this going on. And then you'll see, once we start putting it together, you'll see that because we did that little curve, it's going to help it out so much better. All right. Now, the next best thing I can tell you to do is just decide on which side you want to start on. Okay. And I am going to start on the bottom. That is the easiest for me. So I'm going to start off with this side, right? Add my strip of glue. And I'm going from basically this edge to this edge, not around here at the curve, okay? At the straight edge, all right? Okay. Burnish that in. All right. And then again, wipe off any excess glue there. I'm going to turn around and do the same thing. Okay. And if my paper is curving in at, you see how when I lay it down, you can see that there's a little air under there. So that way I know to curve my purse the way that's going. I don't want to do it opposite. I want it to work together, right? Hopefully that makes sense. Anyway, it just helps when you're putting it together. Okay. So then we're going to go ahead and burnish that in as well. And again, wipe up off any excess glue. Okay, so now it should look something like this. So now I can go ahead, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with this edge right here, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and remove my seal here, my outer layer of tape, whatever you want to call that thing. Tape cover, I don't know. Okay. And then slowly but surely, I'm going to start right here at this edge, right? And I'm just going to hold it, right? Push that in, all right? And if you need to, go ahead and burnish that little spot right there, and then keep on working your way around. So I just kind of press down and fold. Hopefully that's making sense. Okay, again, come in here, burnish it in a little bit. Always wipe off excess glue coming off, because the last thing you want to do is have all of these pieces put together and then have it stick to your scoreboard. That would bite. Okay. And then very last but not least, we'll just keep coming up here And then that's where that curve came in that we made, because now it automatically, you know, pretty much goes in that curve. See what I'm saying? So, okay guys, so here's my best other hint for you, okay? Don't get crazy. Don't start gluing this side, okay? Or taping it. You're going to stay on that same side. You're going to finish it up. Okay, and believe you me, you'll realize that it'll work a lot easier for you if you do it this way. Because once it's completely closed, it is hard to get these edges right, okay? So again, whoops, we're going to hold that down. Come in and burnish it a little. Oops, I don't like using that one. Okay, and then again, wipe off my excess glue that I got on there and keep going with my little bits here. Okay, and let me press this down real quick. And the best thing, I can actually push it out a little bit. I don't know if y'all see, I'm going around these little edges and I'm literally pushing it a little smidge. So that way it goes straight up to the edge. And then I need to kind of fix this little edge right there. And boom. Okay. Then we're going to take our smaller piece right here. Right? Not the pattern one. Although you could do pattern inside if you want to. Just omit the white paper, right? And go ahead and place that down. So this one is going to be the easiest that you do, and the other side is going to be a little more complicating, and you're going to see why, because the box is actually going to be closed at that point, and you'll have to kind of do a little trick to get it in there. Okay, so I'm going to press these down. Okay. I'm going to add my glue. Now you don't have to listen to my tricks or anything like that, but hopefully this will make it a little easier for you when you're putting this together. The first one is always the most difficult, and you learn your mistakes from that first one. Okay, so I'm just going to hold it real quick. Okay, again, you can see I have it too close. I mean, too far away from the edge, so I'm holding it down real quick. Okay. Uh-oh, I might need more glue. We're about to find out. Okay, let's see if I can get this. I think we're okay. Okay, I'm just going to burnish it in there real quick. Make sure it's nice and smooth. That all my little teeth are down. I'm going to call it teeth because that's what they kind of look like. All right, and then I can remove my last one. Oh. That's what I'm telling you. This is why you can't use tape in Florida. It just lifts because of the humidity. It doesn't matter. Okay. Add my glue here. I'm going to get my hand in there. And again, I'm going to get that edge. I used a little too much glue, so now I got to hold it down for a minute because it's not going to take, if that makes any sense. Okay. I can start curving the rest here. You're being a little wicked thing, aren't you? So I'm just kind of trying to press it down from the inside so that it will stay. And then I'm going to keep moving on here. Again, press it down from the inside. And there we go. Okay, so now I have my little purse outer portion done. Now I'm going to grab my other inside piece here. And, oops, apparently made an extra one of those too. I'm going to bend it a little bit, and you're going to see why in just a minute. It's going to actually literally help me get this in here. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to put it in there, just like so, push it back, and now I can lie it flat. There we go. Isn't this cute so far? I absolutely love this little project. Okay, so now I'm going to take my two longer pieces here. Oh, are these shorter? That's okay. Let me see here. Is this one? I'm going to take this one right here, my bottom piece. And again, I'm just doing this to make it extra strong. You don't have to do as many as I do. I just don't want, this has got to be shipped, and I just don't want it to fall apart or get crushed. Or I'm praying that it won't anyway. Okay. And then I have, I think this is one of the longer ones. Yes, it is. Okay. So again, I'm going to do that same thing where I do the curve. Oops, make sure you get your glue on your edges or it will get air pockets and not stick. Okay, so I want to bring it right up to the top here. And just take my hand and then my bone folder and just kind of go along the little curve here. Okay. And then I can do my other side same way. Oops. So again, I'm going to curve up, curve under, and glue it. Okay. Now, I know you're going to want to go gung-ho and start putting on your pattern paper. No, don't do that yet. Don't do it. Don't do it. I know you're tempted, but don't you do it. Okay. What I want you to do is you're going to now put on your top portion, right? So in order for me to do that, since I'm layering it, I need to trim off some of this right here, or there's going to be too much bulk. So I'm just going to, here you go, probably about 1/8 of an inch over the little edge right here, okay? And whoops. Oops, I did kind of move it, didn't I? There we go. All right, so now we're good. So I'm going to take my nice portion. So, you know, when you have your little cutters or whatever, sometimes the little edges get kind of dimples is what I call it or whatever. So what you're going to do is go ahead and take your nice edge, put the glue on the ugly side, is what I'm going to call it. And then just directly line it up at the edge right here, okay? So now as you can see, you are not double doing this edge. You don't want to do that. It will not stick because it'll be too thick. Okay. Alrighty. So now I'm just going to fold over my edge. And then I'm going to go ahead and fold over my other edge. I'm going to add some tape on the back of this one. You don't have to do that if you want to just use glue. I just use a tape just to get that first grasp, you know, so I'm not like messing with this thing for a half an hour trying to get to glue. Okay. I'm just going to press that edge. Okay, I'm going to decide, okay, which one do I want to be my front side? Let's see, does it really matter? Okay. And I'm just going to add this down in the center. Okay. I'm going to have to lift this up, press it down. There we go. I pushed it in a little bit. Now you can burnish it in really well. Okay. And now you have your little purse getting together here. I feel like that needs to be moved over a bit, but okay, so now at this point, now you can put on your decorative edge, okay? And the reason why I said is you're going to want to cover up that little line right there. And this is how I did it. Just cover it up just like that. See how cute this is? I just love it. Really pretty. Okay, I'm going to come on the inside and burnish that in. Okay. And then we're going to put on our front side. If you're using magnets, you might want to figure out your magnet situation first. I'm not using magnets. I'm using Velcro. And then now this one, I can go ahead and center this one, all right, because that's my front. Okay. Alrighty, so now it's looking pretty darn good. Okay, so again, you're going to want to keep your longer pieces together. And again, we're going to do that same thing that we did with the edge. Nice. Looks so pretty. Okay, so for the edges for the purse, I decided I doubled 2 of these up, right? So you get 4. You would have 4 of these. And then on this one, I literally have 6. So 2 of the colored and then 3 of the non-colored, okay, or patterned, whatever you want to say. And so what I plan on doing here is I'm going to put this one like on the outside, right? And then on the inside, I plan on lining these up. So what I might do is I might just glue this portion together first. Let it dry. And then I'm just going to slide it on with some glue. And hopefully that'll work. That way I make sure they're lined up properly. Okay. Oops. Let me varnish this in real quick. Okay. And then I'll just keep on doing the same thing and then I'll be right back. Okay, I hope this makes sense. So what I did is I took basically, we're going to say it was 3, 4, 5 pieces, right? And then I left kind of like an opening. So I sandwiched those 2 in between, all right, with glue right here on this little edge from about here up. And then now I'm just going to go ahead and add glue all on the inside here, right? And then I'm going to grab my little purse here and I'm just going to push it down till it's, you know, secure is the best way I would put it. And I'm just going to hold it into place. If you have some, you know, clips that you can use, like clothespins, that would be good. I'm just going to wipe off any excess glue here. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side, making sure that my pattern paper faces the outer edge. Whoa, I think I used way too much glue right there. So you can tell. All right. And then I'm just going to tuck it in and push it down and hold it into place. And again, wipe off any excess glue. And then now it's ready for my chains and hooks. So I will be right back. Hey guys, so I wanted to come in here because now I'm getting ready to make the handles. So what I did is I cut out a sheet of the pattern cardstock and I made it 3/8 inches and I found that this size was perfect. So 3/8 inches by 8 1/4, which is actually the paper pad is 8 1/4 inches long. It says 8.27. Heck, I don't know what that means, but anyway. It's 8 1/4 and I can tell you that it worked perfectly for this. So basically I just cut it across the bottom for the 8 1/4 and then now I did 2 each, right? So I backed them up against each other and for whichever side I'd see, I tried to do as best as I could, but if you can see there's a little bit of the line there. You know, where it overlapped or whatever, I did the best I could to keep them all the same width, but you know, cutting boards happen. Let's just say that. Anyway, so, or trimmers, paper trimmers happen. So I'm going to go ahead and score on each side at 3/8 of an inch. No, 5/8, excuse me, 5/8 of an inch. Okay. Oops, whoa. And then I know I want it on this side is going to be my top, right? Because you can see less of the color. So I'm going to go ahead and fold it up this way. You can just burnish that in. Okay, then I'm going to take my bone folder and I'm going to curl it. Okay, just like you would like a paper streamer, same thing, right? I'm going to get out two little clips, two little mini, I don't know what they call these, but anyway, two clips. And I know the name of them. I'm just like, I think it's called a bull clip. That's it. I'm just going to add my glue here. I'm not even going to mess with tape because, I mean, I know the humidity here sucks. Okay. It's like 80 to 90% humidity all the time. And in the summertime, usually it's like 100%. Okay. So that is why everything is so lush and green and beautiful in Florida. Okay, so then I'm just going to put that there. Then I wanted to tell you all, I know you all have been to Dollar Tree, but my Dollar Tree finally has gotten some of the Crafter Square stuff. So I was so excited to see these little fastener dots. Of course, there is tape on the back. I am not going to use, I'm going to add glue, okay? I'm just going to be straight up honest because I knew that the tape will come off. You know, I'm just saying, you know, it's Dollar Tree, okay? So let me move this one over and I'm going to go ahead and grab one that I've already kind of worked with. What do I have in here? Oh, I was going to use this chain, but I found that I didn't have any lobster claws that were, the ones I have were either too big or too small. So I decided to go ahead and use the paper instead. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of tape here. I'm actually going to put them together. And a little bit of glue, not tape, a little bit of glue. Okay. I'm going to pull this back and kind of center it where I want it. Come on, come on. Oh, behave. I know this sounds crazy, but I just want to make sure it's even. Sorry, I'm looking for a little wipey. Okay. I can just kind of tuck this back through here. Make sure I have it centered where I want it and press down. So even if I did kind of put my box together unevenly by chance, then this will secure it. Okay, so I'm just going to put something heavy on here. I'll put this on here for now. And then I'm just going to continue on. And then I'm going to come back at the end with the rest of the project. Okay, guys? Well, guys, I just love how this turned out. I think it is so stinking cute, super sweet. Again, you do have the option to either just keep it as a purse, or you can go ahead and use it as a 3D memory Dex card. So that's always fun, and it does hold quite a bit. Again, the measurements of this are, okay, about 4 3/8 by 2, and it's a little over 2.5, so I'd say about 2 5/8. And this was designed by Nicole Papercraft. Oh, I forgot to put the little width here. So this is about 1 1/8, okay? Yeah, no, 1 1/4. Let's go with that, 1 1/4. So it is super stinking cute. I just love it. And I hope you all decide to pick this die up. I got mine from Amazon. They are KLJYUP. I think that's how you call it on AliExpress. I'll have their link down below, but I'm also going to put the Amazon shop because, you know, I am impatient, okay? So I like to have my stuff now. So anyway, guys, thank you. I hope you enjoy the tutorial, and I will see you all soon. Bye, guys. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Bye.